What NCAA eligibility technicalities cost student-athletes scholarships? Imagine working hard in school and on the field, only to find out a technicality can take away your chance for a scholarship. That's why understanding NCAA rules is so important. Let's break down what can cause student-athletes to lose scholarships or miss out on them altogether. First, academic requirements are a big deal. To be eligible for a scholarship and compete in NCAA Division I or II sports, you need to complete at least 16 core high school courses. These include classes like English, math, science, and social studies. You also need a specific GPA, usually around a 2.35, and standardized test scores like the SAT or ACT. If you don't meet these standards, you could be labeled a final non-qualifier, which means you cannot get a scholarship or compete in your first year. Partial qualifiers might still get scholarships but can't compete until they meet certain conditions. Missing these academic benchmarks can cost you your chance at a scholarship right from the start. Next, amateurism certification is essential. The NCAA Eligibility Center reviews whether you have maintained amateur status. This means you haven't been paid for playing or violated rules about accepting gifts or benefits. If you're found to have broken amateurism rules, you could become ineligible for scholarships and competition. Injury and hardship waivers also play a role. If you suffer a serious injury early in the season, you can apply for a hardship waiver. This allows you to keep your eligibility and scholarship if approved. But if you don't get the waiver, your scholarship might be lost or reduced because you can't compete anymore. Roster and scholarship limits are another factor. Schools can only offer a certain number of scholarships per sport. For example, in some sports, the limit is 15 scholarships for men and 15 for women. However, recent NCAA changes have increased flexibility for some schools, which might open more scholarship opportunities. If a school doesn't opt into these new rules, they are still bound by the old limits, which can restrict how many scholarships they can give out. Lastly, eligibility clock and years of competition matter. You usually have 5 years to play for seasons of college sports. Missing deadlines for transferring or redshirting can cut into your eligibility. The COVID-19 pandemic led to some extra eligibility years, but managing these rules still requires careful planning. For student-athletes balancing school and sports, it's vital to stay on top of these rules. Keep your grades up, understand amateurism rules, and communicate with your college's compliance office. Planning your academic and athletic timeline carefully helps avoid losing scholarships due to technicalities. Remember, these rules are in place to keep things fair and ensure you're eligible to compete and receive support. Staying informed and proactive is the best way to protect your scholarship opportunities and keep your dreams alive.